Hello, hello, amazing business owners. Welcome back to another episode of Business Straight Up. Soon to be changing as far as the name, but I'm kind of keeping that under wraps for now. So don't tell anyone, okay? It'll be our little secret. Today's episode is just going to be a quickie. It's so funny. I use just the tip for my live coaching. Some people clutch their pearls over that. If that is what they want to do, that's fine. And I've wanted to do quickies for a while, and I haven't. So we're just going to go with super short, fun podcast episodes that give you a quick little business bite about marketing or business or anything in between. And they're going to be called quickies. So today's episode is a quickie. You're not going to hear the intro, the outro, anything like that. It's just me coming into your earbuds wherever you're at, walking the dog, doing the laundry, maybe shuttling the kids around since school is back in session, at least in my part of the world. And I wanted to talk to you today, about marketing strategies. Now, you guys know I teach a ton of different marketing strategies, and I can literally rattle off so many different marketing strategies. I have my boudoir marketing class that's specifically for boudoir photographers that goes into 10 different marketing strategies specific to boudoir. And all of these marketing strategies are absolutely valuable. They are all valid. They all work. And it's so funny to me to watch people go into Facebook groups and just be like, well, this doesn't work. Well, that's not that it doesn't work. Maybe it just didn't work for you. And what I am finding and what I was kind of thinking about in the shower this morning, actually, where all good ideas come from, right? Is that when you decide to implement a marketing strategy, the success of that marketing strategy will really depend on 4 different things. The first thing is your personality. And I say this because there are some marketing strategies that are set up to be constantly on, and not all of us can sustain that. If something takes me posting on social media 27 times a day, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not. It's not a good fit for me. It's not that it doesn't work. It's not that it's a bad strategy. It's not that it won't help me find clients. It's just that I know for myself, that's not going to work for me. And it does work for some people, and that's fine. It's just not me. The second thing when you're looking at marketing strategies that you need to consider is your market. Now, why do I say this? Well, if you live in Alaska and you can't do anything during the winter outside, you're not going to want to be marketing boudoir sessions outdoors in January. It just doesn't work that way. Your market does determine some of the marketing that you do. You might be in a market that is really, really active on LinkedIn. And I'm not really, really active on LinkedIn. So if that's something that's important to me, I might want to learn LinkedIn and maybe go to LinkedIn instead of Facebook. Where your market is and what you're surrounded with does matter. Another thing to consider, number 3, is your ideal client. So not just the market around you and like the people around you and your actual geographical location, but your client that you're reaching out to. Where do they hang out? Because if you're advertising in a golf course magazine and your ideal clients aren't golfers, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And it doesn't matter how good your marketing is. It doesn't matter how good your message is. It doesn't matter how great the information is that you're offering, how amazing the offer is. If you're not putting it in the right place, it's not going to land well. And that can be really, really hard to hear for some of us. Some of us really feel more comfortable on one network than another, but our market isn't there. Our clients aren't there. The people that we want to reach are not hanging out there. And so that is something that we have to consider. So that's 3. And the 4th thing is your resilience. And I say this because so many people try something once and it doesn't work. And they're like, well, that doesn't work. Does it? Does it really not work? Or are you just not putting in the work to actually see the success that you want to see? If you're not following me on TikTok, you should be. So go to tiktok.com/@boldwithbrooke, all one word, because I just did a video on this and it's so funny to me to watch people complain about stuff not working and strategies not working when they're not actually doing it to begin with. So many of these strategies take time. And it's so funny because I don't teach quick stuff. I don't teach overnight success stuff. I teach SEO. Do you know how long it takes to actually see success in SEO? Minimum a month, minimum. Usually 6 months to a year. The things that I teach as far as marketing strategies and business skills are not things that are going to happen overnight. They're just not. And the reality is that most things that are worth having in your life and in your business are not things that happen overnight. How many of us actually win the lottery? Not many. And the people that win the lottery are the ones that have been playing over and over again for years. So they didn't win it overnight anyway. They've been playing for 10 years. So many of these things that we need to work on and need to be consistent with take time for us to see any results at all. So just because you do something once doesn't mean that you're going to immediately see a result. So in your mind, it might not work. But the reality is it does work. It just takes time to work. It's like exercising, right? You're not going to go out and sit on a treadmill and walk, I guess not sit on a treadmill, right? But walk or run for a half hour and lose 50 pounds if that's your goal. It just doesn't work that way. These are habits. These things need consistency and these things take time. And so many people are unwilling to put in the time that it takes and the work that it takes and the effort that it takes and the blood, sweat, and tears that it takes to see the results that they want to see. So I know that this is probably another unpopular opinion. I'm really knocking it out of the park with these lately. But it is what it is. Most of the business owners that you see that are where you want to be in terms of revenue, clients, followers, success, did not do it overnight. And I know that we all want the quick fix, man, especially in today's world. If I can't order something and have it at my house within at least a few days, I don't order it. Amazon Prime has spoiled me, y'all. I am not ordering something and waiting 2 weeks for it. That is just unacceptable to me. So I understand. I know that we want things right away. But when it comes to business, it doesn't work that way. When it comes to most things in your life, it doesn't work that way. You can't go and get a degree in 2 days. You got to put in the work. You're not going to go and be the top employee at a company in a week. You have to put in the work. So all of these marketing strategies that are available to you and all of these teachers and educators and mentors that are offering these strategies to you are offering them to you because they work for them. So we already know they work. We have evidence that they do work. It's just a matter of putting in the work and being consistent with it and making sure that you look at those 4 things. Does it fit your personality? Does it fit your market? Does it fit your ideal client? And are you willing to put in the work and be resilient? Because guess what? Spoiler alert, you're going to fail. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to fail. Let's just all get over that now. Let's just all look in the mirror and be like, I'm going to fail, probably today. And that's okay, because failing at one thing does not make me a failure. It just means I try the next thing. We are going to fail. It's going to happen. Whether you're resilient and you get back up and you keep trying will show so much in your results. And that is a huge marker of who is successful and who is not. And I have seen it. Y'all have been running my studio successfully, specializing in boudoir for 13 years now. I've watched a lot of people come and go. And so many of the people that are gone now are the ones that were complaining about actually having to run a business, about actually having to charge and sell whatever it is that they're selling. They don't want to do that. And I get it. No one really loves it. I mean, I do now, but it's not really top of the priority, especially for artists. But it's necessary. How are people going to know what you do if you don't sell it, if you don't talk about it? So that's going to take us into a whole new conversation about sales, which is something else that I could really go on and on and on about. But I wanted to make this a quick episode. I was aiming for less than 15 minutes. So here we are. Put in the work. Do the work, you guys. And I'm actually doing a podcast episode that will be much longer about this, complete with more information. But I wanted to give you 4 things to think about when you're implementing marketing strategies and whether you'll see success. These things do not happen overnight. You can have everything that you want in your life and your business. You can have the success that you want to have. We just got to keep trying, keep tweaking, keep failing, keep tweaking it until we figure it out. That is today's quickie. I just wanted to throw that out there. You are going to start seeing some changes soon. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, chances are you've already seen my username change. I wanted to make sure to grab it. I think it's changed on Facebook now as well, on the page, just not in the group yet. You're going to start seeing some changes because we are going back to school, because I'm opening Bold Marketing Academy in September. So I am really excited for this. We're putting everything under one umbrella so that it's not all over the place anymore. I have 4 different courses right now, you guys. That's really hard to keep track of. So everyone is just going under the one umbrella. We're going to do Bold Marketing Academy, and I can't wait to see you there. If you have any questions or if there's anything I can help you with, as always, please come into the community. It's at businessstraightup.com/community. And that will change soon to boldwithbrooke.com/community. There's a little sneak peek spoiler alert of the rebrand and the new things that are coming. I can't wait to see what you do with your business. Have an amazing rest of your day.